What is up, fishing addicts? On today's video we will be making some fall jigs. So before we get started, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click that bell icon, and make sure you leave a like and a comment on the video for if you want to see more bait making, jigs, colors, and whatnot. So before we take too much time, and let's get started on. I already had my lead heat up, and we're gonna be using the do it modes, poison tail. So this became one of my favorite modes. So we will be making weedless, one weedless actually on 1/2 ounce and 3/8, and the rest of them are gonna be just regular jigs. So we will be using the hardware that came with it. Actually get a better angle. I'm still working on good angle for the garage or the bait shop, whatever you guys want to call it. And this is the one that I actually made myself. I used the coat hanger and I put some copper wire from one of my USB cables. Just cut it up, round it up, so when I put it on the mold, the lead doesn't leak out, and I don't have that hole in the jig. So let's get started with weedless first. So this will be a lot easier, and I am using, these are 3/0 mustad. I love mustad, so I'm a big fan. Let's get this done first. Okay, this is done. And where's the other one? Oh, there we go. So I got 2 modes, and this one will be the 3/8. Let's set it up. Done. And we close it. Usually I would take my time, but the lead is very hot, so I'm just gonna take the top garbage off, put the molds next to each other, and warm up my tool. So the lead flows like a water. And on the 1/2 ounce, I need a lot more lead, so I fill it up, and I usually have pliers laying around. And I have better gloves, but I couldn't find them, so I ran to Harbor Freight and grabbed some gloves just in case. I know they won't protect me against burns, but I am, I would say, moderately experienced, so I know, I have a little bit of experience with this, so I know not to burn myself, even though accidents do happen. So I don't put the lead that I just took off from the jigs. I just put it on the side, and this is what you get. You got a nice little hole on top, and pretty much this is it, except we gotta clean it up. I'll show you the all steps. I just wanna show you guys this one too. Gotta find a place to put these. So this is how it looks. This is pretty easily just comes out. Just wiggle it, and once you wiggle it in, it should just come out. Done. And these were pretty fast. A lot of people use a cutting tool. I just go back and forward and it just comes out. So this is a 1/2 ounce. Pretty good looking jig. But we're not done with it, so we're just gonna set these aside. And what we're gonna do is, first we're gonna do the 1/2 ounce and we'll put the homemade thing right over here. I think this is directional. I'm gonna put it like this. You just have to figure out how you made it so it doesn't just sticks right in there. Okay. So if you don't put that, when you pour lead, the lead's gonna go down, and be careful, you might even burn yourself or damage your table like I've done in the past. And make sure you warm up your scoop so the lead doesn't start setting. And for the ½ ounce, you really need to have a full scoop, so otherwise it doesn't pour in all the way. So this is what I get. I don't know how well you guys can see it right there. Working, we have a little light issue over here, so I am improvising. I am using my 360 light for my for night fishing stuff. So maybe I'll show you guys that later, how ghetto it looks. And sometimes you get this little thingy on top. All you gotta do is just twist it and it just comes out. And we will clean it up later. This one doesn't have a hole like the first ones we did. This is the first one, ½ ounce, and this is the second one, ½ ounce. Nothing on top. So like I said, one of them is gonna be straight jig, and two of them are gonna be, one of them is gonna be weedless, and two of them are gonna be regular. So we got one more to do over here. Let's set this up, put it back in, 3/0 hook. And make sure when you're working with these molds, it's flushly closed. If you have any gaps, it's not gonna work. The lead's gonna pour everywhere, and it will increase your chances of getting burned. So again, we'll warm up our little tool, put it on, and these are pretty quick. It doesn't take that much time to do these. See, it just comes out, and they cool off fairly quick, so it's safe to the touch within 20-30 seconds. And again, we'll just break this off. So we got the ½ ounces ready, and we're gonna retire the ½ ounce mold to the ground where it can cool off faster. And we have the 3/8. So we're gonna make sure we do the right thing. There we go. And we're gonna use the, again, we are using the 3/0. This one has a nice little insert for the hooks, where the, I can't even, right here, where the eye can go, so it keeps it in place. That's pretty neat, actually. Big shout out to Do It Molds. And also I want to give a big shout out to that guy Skimpy. I've been watching his channel for about 2 years now, and I have learned a lot from him. And he did encourage me. I found his videos inspiring, so that's how I got started on making my own mold and making my own jigs. So there was some little bit of runoff, but we'll clean that shit. We'll clean this one out real fast. And speaking of shout outs, I want to give a big shout out to my guy Primo Fishing, Mike. He's about to start up his YouTube channel. He has a couple of videos that he edited, and I've been hanging out with him for the past couple of weeks. We're trying to do the whole fall video breakdown. He does have pretty good footage. We went last week or the week before to Illinois River, and he actually slayed a smallmouth. He found the school, and within 15-20 minutes he probably had like 2 dozen of fish on that same spot. So make sure to check out his Instagram. I'll leave the Instagram down below. He didn't open up his YouTube channel yet. I guess he's doing major editing, and I know a couple of his videos have pretty dope B-roll. He's pretty talented when it comes to that. Unlike my channel, his B-rolls are actually pretty much non-existing. I do focus on giving a lot more information than all that dope B-roll stuff. At least I try for the most part, and I hope it does help out some people. I actually get pretty good positive feedback, and which encourages me to do more of those videos, and the support from you guys DMing me on IG. This one still has a little bit of thing, but we'll take that one out real quick. So put those on the side. I don't know if you guys can see it on there, but yeah, no. Let's see if we can change that. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We have 2, 3, and 3. Okay, so we are set with this. Let me see one thing. I want to try something, but it's not working out so far. Okay, so we got two of those, and we just damaged the hook for no reason. But actually, 2 and 2, yeah, that would be good. So we're gonna put this away and turn off the power for the lead, and we're gonna set it down to cool off because we don't need it anymore. And I'll take these, the leftovers, put them on a spoon, and dump them back in. You don't want to just grab it and dump it. Then what has happened before is it splashes, and there's a big chance you might get burned. So we have some hardware over here, and we're just gonna bring out, come on, we're gonna need this. So the hook's over here. Real quick, we're just gonna clean it up. Both of them over here. Alright, one is clean. Now the other one, clean it up. clean up the top. It goes pretty quick, just a couple of strokes and it's done. So this one is with the done. It really doesn't take that much time on these jigs. For some reason this one has a hole on the bottom, but doesn't matter. It's for my own personal use. I don't really care that much, but if I was to make it for someone, I would disregard it and I'll make a new one. So I'm gonna clean this lid from the eyelet. So okay, and these are all cleaned up. These ones are pretty cool. So next thing is we're gonna bring out the heat gun, but before that there is some lead over here. We're gonna move it out, clean it up. Okay, we got the heat gun here. I'm just gonna up. All right, we got the heat gun set up, and for my gonna be using these Z-Man skirts. They have a rubber band on them, which is pretty cool. Makes my job easier. I like the pattern on the Z-Mans. I do actually buy them from somewhere else, the skirts, but at this point I couldn't wait, and I had some credit given to me by Bass Pro, so I got them from Bass Pro actually. So we're gonna set these aside, and I am using Protect powder. This one got melted through, but still gets the job done. Just have to be careful. And I made myself a little steer stick. So just stir it up for a little bit. Turn on the heat gun. Just powder. And you may want to use pliers to hold it down, but it's not necessary for me. So I just hold it for a couple of seconds. It helps if you count it, but I know as soon as the lead starts getting shiny, that's when I take it off. And if the hole fills up with powder, don't worry about it. I'll show you guys how to take care of that as well. Just put these aside for now, like this. And then make the other one that has the weed guard insert. This one actually turned out pretty well. You didn't fill that up. So I just put a couple of seconds more. on there, and every 2-3 jigs I just stir it up so it's nice and powdery, nice and loose. And I got some big chunks over here because of the little heating incident that happened a couple of days ago. Yeah, once you notice that the lead is getting shinier, I just dip it in. You can do double dips to get, depending on the color. But since I won't be fishing rocks, I don't have to apply that much to it. I'm setting these up to be ready. And there we go. And they dry up pretty quick, about 10-15 seconds, depending how heavy you went on the powder. And then it becomes another step, very crucial actually, to clean the eyelets. I see on this one I didn't stir it, so it became a very thick layer, and the eyelet, it's plugged up, so we're gonna have to take care of that. Which is fine. If you're doing a lot of jigs, you're a jig maker, fluid bed is a must, but I don't make nearly enough jigs for me to invest on a fluid bed. So turn off the heat, put the cap back on, and I'm gonna put this on the floor so it cools off. Clean this mess up. Okay, now we got our skirts, and we need the second tool that we need to clean the eyelets. Which I have no idea where it's at. But it's alright, we're gonna improvise from the looks of it. So you can just grab a hook that you're not using anymore and just poke through the eyelet, go up and down or side to side, and that breaks off the paint, and just clean it up. And we're gonna set these on the side to be baked. I usually bake them for 20 minutes, but everybody's different. So if it's completely like this one, completely blocked off, you can just work the hook back and forward, and it pokes a hole through it, and just clean it up that way. There we go. So if you do not clean it before you bake it, now that the powder sets, and it is extremely difficult to clean the hook, and for the most cases you damage the paint and it comes off at that point. But if you clean it before, and right now it's the paint is like a glass fragile. It's not set yet. And you can clean it a lot easier. On some of them, I don't even have to clean it. But I'll still go through it just in case it runs off a little bit when I am baking it. There's an actual tool for this, which I have no idea where it's at. My kid likes to play with my stuff. Even though I hide it, he finds it, and then he hides it, and I have to look for it. I don't know, we're gonna have a difficult relationship once he starts fishing. What's mine, and now trying to teach him boundaries, but he does not accept it. He just says, no, it's mine. There we go. Pretty good. And last one. All right, this is done. So what we have to do with these is we're gonna bake them. I'm not gonna show you the whole baking process. You just put them in the oven for a certain amount of time. I put them for 20 minutes. Other people do it differently. So hold on, and I'll be back in a second. All right, guys, we are back. So the jigs are nice and cooked, and the way I clean the insert is I just grab I believe this is 3/16, and I just twist it a couple of times, and everything should be out. And just to double check, grab one of the weed guards and just insert it. Perfect. So a lot of people put the weed guard before they put the skirt. I found it a lot easier to put the skirt on and then put the weed guard on. So got my little trusty thingy over here, if you guys can see. Set this up a little bit. There we go. So I'll grab one of the Bluegill skirts. This is from Z-Man, and push it through. What I like to do is I like to get it on the second rib, because these jigs have 2 ribs, 1 and 2. I get it all the way on the second one. That way when I put a trailer, I can put the trailer on the first one. So just see how you want it arranged. And once you get it the way you like it, mine is the covers are on the bottom, imitating the belly. So the yellow and blue and orange, I put them on the bottom. So once we have that, put it on the vise, and I just grab a piece of copper wire and see, put it like this, put on a U shape, and I'll just go around a couple of times without pinching any of the wires. So once I do that, to tighten it, I'll grab it and I'll squeeze it. And once I squeeze it, I'll just twist it a couple of times. Make sure none of it is on the skirt. And then I'll just hold it with my plier. And I'll just twist it more until it tightens up. Once it's tight, got my cutters. Just cut it, and it leaves a small tag. It's a very small tag. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll just bend it out. Once it's bent out, it's done. So the skirt is not moving, and it's nicely set. So this is my bluegill. It's all done. And for the weed guard, I like to use the gel. It's I find it it works a lot better than liquid, because I just put it a little bit on the top. And then just stick it in, and that's it. I'll just wait for it to cure, and once it cures, I just put eyes on it. At this moment, we are done. And let me do one without a skirt. Again, I mean without a weed guard. Again, I'm going to use the 1/2 ounce, but this time I'll use the different type of skirt. This is from online. I believe it was Easy Skirts or whatever. And these are a lot better than Z-Man, because they have just a hole where you can just push the hook through, and I find it works a lot better. So what I do is I'll flip it and just go through it. It's a lot easier to set up. It does help if you have the O-ring tool, but I do not, so I just have to fight it out. It's not that difficult, even without a skirt, without the proper tool. So all I have to do is just again set my my orange and yellow on the bottom, and there we go. This is again another bluegill pattern, which I do like this skirt better than the Z-Man, kinda, because it does have a lot brighter colors. And this is all set just like this. And again, I split it, and I'll put it on the vise. Actually, put it like this. And so I'll use this to separate the front and back. I know the video is a little bit long, but these things are pretty helpful, especially when I was making my first jigs. So I'll make it a little U shape, and grab the front half, separate it, so none of the skirt is pinched. Just put it on. Okay, once you put it on, I'll make a loop. So now the skirt is pinched. And come back around. And I'll grab my pliers and just pull on it. Once I pull on it, it tightens it up. And you don't want to make it too tight. Don't pull on it too much. You'll make it too tight. It might cut through the silicone skirts. But if you're using rubber, I believe the rubber was more forgiving. So I'll just grab it with the pliers and twist it. So it twists, and when it twists, it also tightens it up. Like I said, once it's nice and tight, I'll stop and I'll cut the tag in and just bend it. Take it off. There we go. Another beautiful skirt. You might want to trim it. It all depends on your taste. So we got both of them done. Whichever is your color. This is a brighter bluegill, and this one more is on the darker side. So depending how muddy the water is, I'll switch between them. But you have our weedless, and we'll just have a regular jig. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos like this, just comment down below, or any other videos breaking down stuff, making lures, soft plastics and whatnot. That's it guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.